You cut it on.
D nice.
He act like a whole donkey.
What's poppin'?
Let's see.
I'm back. Get a chance.
I'm
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Today.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Loud and clear. Talking to myself. What's goody? Thank you for tuning in to Josie Wells Show.
Nope, get out.
Hold on, I'm talking on my live.
It ain't your show though.
I'm on my live.
But it may be your live, but it ain't your show.
But this is my live.
But it's not your show.
Okay, this is okay, this is
It's T. Marie. Josie Wells is here featured on It's T. Marie Radio Show.
Okay. Oh. Correct. I stand corrected. This is not my show. This is my life.
It's your life. There you go. And you can write that because it is your life now.
This is my life.
On her show.
On my show.
On my show. Hey, now we get clarity. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I appreciate you guys for having me.
Absolutely, anytime.
So that's your new single, Stay? Is Stay Gone? Is that it?
No, that is definitely not mine.
That's not. Oh, it's not.
No, I'm here. I don't stay gone. No, my new single is Blackmail. MAIL. You.
All right, thank
See
you.
how long you need.
3 minutes. When first we're on.
Yeah, that's definitely not yours.
Connected? You good? I think I'm connected. I'm not sure.
Wow, that's what's up. Yeah, just a little bit. Hey Bree, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Let's get this party started. So, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Josie Wells.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
Nice to meet
I'm
you too.
Latasha, Michael's wife for 22 years.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, put that out there. I know, that's
Right,
yeah.
right.
Long time.
That is not a long time. It's not a long time. They say life is short, so if life is
Most
short.
of our friends divorced.
Yeah.
But y'all got it right.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna emulate you guys on that. I mean,
Well, welcome.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Hold on. What happened?
Yeah,
Tim Marie, what you doing, Tim Marie?
Trying to get live. Just give me a second. I'm not ready. You know, I'll be on some slow stuff.
Some CP10.
Just very much so. And then we wonder why I can't get no done. Why I can't get nothing done? Yeah, because you say be on time, damn.
So you watch the video?
So Q is always, huh?
Q is, yep.
No, this
that's
is
it.
the record.
Yep, Q is there always. That's it.
So
Whatever you
Q
got to
is
say,
always ready.
yep.
He was
Whatever you-
always extra early.
It's this one right here who.
it's always not. But I catch up. You see what I'm saying?
For a while, I had like taught her, and she was doing good. Like she
About
was
being
like
on time.
5 minutes late. You know what I mean? And then just something happened, and all hell broke loose. And she just gotta get her wrong self.
It's okay.
All right, I'm about to go live. You ready?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know that.
You got a question? We're gonna figure it out.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Where the people at? Where the people at?
Hey y'all, happy today.
It's Wednesday. It's hump day.
Put your headphones on too.
Oh, sorry. Hey.
I
Hey.
don't get no headphones.
Hey.
I'm
Hey, y'all.
my invisible headphones.
I know y'all about to tune in. We're about to be on live. Make sure you go ahead and share this page.
With
so
that
the
budget
people
set up right now.
No. You watching
We just got the third pair.
No, we right here on Power 108.9. Y'all make sure y'all are
Yeah,
sharing.
Bruce, baby.
That swoop look good
Yeah,
in that
Share.
live tee.
What's what happened? I know.
Swoop,
That's a
man.
new swoop. This is freshly done for work. I did this on what day?
No.
This is a fresh swoop, baby.
It wasn't fresh 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm good. I can hear
Don't-
everything.
You good, Joe?
Everything is
You
going
good?
on.
Don't do
Yes,
that.
sir.
Don't do that.
When you was digging in the bumblebee.
But hey, that's it ain't supposed to be good. What? You know what?
Bee sting.
Sorry, I'm all
Yeah, you
over.
can't. Let him say something else about the wings. You wrong because it's not the name of the wings.
What's the name of the wing?
These things. But why I can't hear myself? You talking
You
about
gotta
right
turn your
now?
mic off, yeah.
That's some bullshit right there.
That's what happens when we start saying. We just
Where they do that at? Hello, Centennial. Thank
That's why I
you.
turn your mic off. Come
Hey,
on, Timber
Roger
Ray.
and Michael and
We
Tori,
ready?
thank you for tuning in. Can y'all go ahead and oh shit. This what happened. What's up, everybody? This is Radio Show, Power 108.9. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're here. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Thank you.
Hey, T.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I want you guys to get prepared. So this is our everyday day, every weekday, but it's not our every week time. So we're
Somewhere around that time.
so somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock we shall
Yeah, we get
appear.
started
And
every Wednesday from here on out.
Right. So somewhere between 7:30 8 we will appear. Somewhere between 9 and 9:30, 9:45 we will disappear. So just watch. You know what I'm saying? Keep it locked. You won't miss a thing. Best way not to miss a thing is to make sure you share. Follow the page, Power 108.9, as well as it's Team Marie Radio Show, as well as Team Marie and Quintessential
Quintessential
Branding.
one. Well, Instagram.
Well, it just depends on where we are.
Quintessential
Right?
one. Yeah.
Got an awesome show. Hey, Q, what's been going on?
Work, man. Work. Trying to make. Not trying. I'm sorry. Making sure my 2019
Absolutely.
is the best that it could be.
And you gotta understand power in the words. Make sure you guys are speaking and thinking positively.
agree.
It's going to surround. It's actually going to create your life. The way you think, the way you move, the way you
And if you need a little help with that,
move.
prayer's always good.
Prayer.
But the secret. I
know
try
you
to
talk
watch
about
this. Now, see, stop saying try.
that. So the
I
word away.
watch
Uh-huh.
The Secret as much as possible at work and before I go to sleep.
So there's a lot. The Secret. There's a lot of things out there that's going to motivate you. Whatever it is, do your meditation, do your prayer, do your thinking, do your focusing.
Fasting.
Fasting, but just make sure that your thinking is clear and that you have the mindset to move positively forward again. All right, so we're gonna be right back. We got Josie Wells in the building.
Josie Wells in the
Josie Wells in
building.
the building. If you don't know, now you know. We're gonna introduce you to him. And Q got question of the day. We got headlines. It's T Marie Radio Show. Hey, Michael.
Hey!
Yeah, we know. All right, Q. Keyshawn in here too somewhere.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Keep it locked. It's T Marie Radio Show. Be right back. You got some headlines? You
Yeah.
got your headlines? All
I have
right.
6 pages.
Look
worth.
at you.
I know that's right.
It's the Josie Wells
I
Show.
didn't go to work to work.
Nah, it ain't.
I went to work to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Oh, buddy. Happy Wednesday, y'all.
So you got a question. Hey, see, did you see how she threw you under?
Who wrote me on the book?
And Q got the question of the day.
I know, I heard that. She didn't say that.
Oh.
Wife of
I
22
thought
years.
I
Yeah.
said the question of the day.
You said, and Q got the question of the day.
Oh, I didn't. You know that was my subconscious setting you up. I didn't even know I said that. I thought I said the
Hey, y'all,
headline.
thank y'all for tuning in. Make
What
sure
you
y'all
got?
stay tuned in. Make sure y'all tell a friend. And
To
tell
go
a friend.
Go
to
ahead
tell
and
a
share
friend.
it.
Yes.
It's
all
not
of this
hard
stuff.
to share. It's like it's a share button that's below. Just push it and it says
Yeah,
share. And
quick
you
and
right there.
easy.
Really quick and easy.
And how much it costs to share, T Marie?
Free $99. It's free $99. So I'm
Costs
telling you.
nothing to
Yeah.
support.
Oh my God, it's free.
I heard that.
Hey,
It's free to
Katie.
support.
Are y'all coming back with Josie or y'all just talking?
We're going to come back with headlines.
Yeah. I'm glad when we got the headlines. Maybe by
I
the
mean,
time
well,
you
it's
get to the question,
also
the question of the day,
it's
I
something
mean,
that we didn't talk about last week, too.
that's fine.
So,
R. Kelly dead?
Yeah.
Not dead, but
Wow.
you know,
his career might be.
Yeah, right.
Is he dead though? For real? Or will he come back?
He's still stepping in the name
We
of
are talking about.
nowhere.
Okay.
We are talking about.
R. Kelly, we don't know if he did.
I'm confused why people still talking about that man. The man chose his life.
What that mean?
He chose his life. He chose what he wanted to do with his life.
Y'all be acting like it's just that easy.
It is that easy.
Sometimes life take away your choices, circumstances. I mean, sometimes it's hard to redirect yourself. Now, I'm not taking up on by any means at all. But there were some things that happened.
Question of the day.
Yeah, I mean, but there's some things that happened. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
We'll come back.
we
We'll come
understand
back. We'll come
that.
back.
We totally
I'm
understand that.
not blaming.
But
we're gonna come
when
back.
things like that happen, it's your job to go seek help.
But we ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to
Yeah,
that.
we could definitely.
Yeah, let's come back to
You
that.
know
Hey,
what? Can you do it after the Josie Wells special? I just don't want somebody
What's gonna happen is Joseph Bell's gonna be, you see his side on the other side of his glass. We got a way that we do this, okay, Joseph? If you didn't tell you, there's a way, there's a lineup. We got
Okay.
But we got you, and you here the whole time.
Okay.
Whole time we put people out, but you here the whole
I
time.
appreciate
There
that.
you go.
Josie Wells show featuring Tima Marie.
Okay, you got that wrong. I'm about to go right on about it. Go to the elevator. All right.
We're coming up, right?
We're back. It's Tima Marie Radio Show right here on Power 108.9. Make sure you are catching Michael and Friends in the morning, every morning from 7 to, is it 9?
7 to 9.
7 to 9. Make sure you're catching that show. I don't know all the lineups. We got so many new shows, but we're here on Wednesday. But just download, not the app yet. We got the app too.
February.
February is the app, but you can go follow the page right now and catch all the shows, okay?
Power 108.9 on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
right. All right. Let's get into a little bit
Little
of these
bit.
headlines. It's that,
Is that why?
Let's get into a little bit of these headlines. Keep us going on.
So, what's been going on in the world today? Well, today is 26th day of the government shutdown.
Wow.
So,
That's
if
crazy.
you
Day
guys,
26 wasn't that a
day 26, it's actually still a group. They still out there. So, Diddy ain't getting their money though. But so today is day 26 of the government shutdown. For you guys who are not familiar and have not been following what's been going on, Donald Trump, not President Trump, has, how can I say, thrown a temper tantrum because of $5 billion that he can't get for a wall. So he cut funding the end of the year. So as of now, there are over 800,000 federal employees that are not getting paid.
That's
They're
crazy.
actually going into their second week
Yeah.
of not getting paid. Now dig this though. His cabinet, all of them,
Still getting their money.
they got bonuses.
Fish.
How you get bonuses and other people aren't even getting paid? So now what's going on is people who depend on federal financial aid,
Mhm.
food stamps, housing, all kinds of things like that, people are in jeopardy of losing everything that they have right now because of a wall.
It's been amazing though to see the generosity of other people and businesses and people who are creating GoFundMes and things like that to try to help these people who are not getting their checks. There's food banks opening, there's clothing banks opening, there's, like I said, GoFundMe getting started to help these federal workers, but at the same time, there's people not showing up at work. So now you have these lines at the airport, Atlanta, especially 2-hour wait that you have to go and wait in line because you have the people from TSA that are not coming to work. And can you blame them? I mean, you're not getting paid. It takes gas to get to work.
Yeah.
And he's just, it's like he has no idea. He can't think about the little people. And because he can't get his way, we're continuing to suffer. But here's the part about that. There's so many people who actually believe that that's cool. There are a lot of people that we don't get to see who believe that what he's doing is right because they think the same way about the wall. Mitch McConnell, and a lot of the people who voted for him because they really feel like this wall, they're so uneducated about what's going on.
The thing is, yeah, Trump did what he did and he blocked the government from being open. But if I'm not mistaken, is it the Senate or the House that if they pass a bill and they have power they get
yes, they do.
Then the government can open back up. But this senator, Mitch McConnell, has blocked
he's from Kentucky.
Blocked the House from even accepting this law so that people can live. Like this bill was actually going to fund the federal government until September 30th, which would allow people to get paid, allow people to live their lives and actually want to come to work and feel okay about what it is they're doing. A lot of these people, like the TSA employees, people who work for the federal government, they have signed these different clauses that said you can't pick up any outside gig aside from the government. So most of these people are being forced to quit
Right.
their jobs just so they can make ends meet. And that means that a lot of these people are going to end up losing their benefits. Some of these people have planned to retire from their government
Right.
job, and they're going to have to quit because most of them ain't even getting back pay.
So here's the thing with that. He really feels like a lot of these people, he stated, a lot of these people who are suffering because of it are Democrats. He feels like a lot of these people who are suffering are people who did not vote for him. So he is not in any type of hurry to even make these changes happen. And if we did the numbers, I would be willing to say that a lot of people who are in, not all, but probably a vast majority of those people that work in the federal government are Democrats. And so he's in no rush to get things back on track.
Like no.
Ridiculous.
See,
What else we got
and
going?
he feels that the longer that he does, he feels like pretty much they're going to end up caving, which, I mean, hopefully they don't, but I don't know. It's a stinky situation.
Let's get some Legos and get that man, get him a doggone wall.
But then the thing is, hold on though, the wall is going to have tunnels. So what's the point of the wall even going up if people can go up under it?
How about the wall that has gone from concrete to steel or whatever?
Now it's going to be plastic in a minute. Like, who are you protecting? You're trying to spend $5 billion to protect the country from these outsiders, these drug lords, and all of this other stuff. We need to build a wall to protect people from you.
Okay, he just wants to be right. That's all it is. He just wants to be right.
And then the thing is, this man is going out of office. 2 years from now, he'll be gone.
Hopefully.
Nobody's gonna vote this man back in. They can't vote him
Well,
back
we
in.
didn't think he
So
could.
this
the
man,
first
be
time.
prepared, because he's about to cause all kinds of hell. Y'all think this government shutdown is one thing? He's about to cause all kinds of hell.
We'll come back. We'll talk more about it later in the show. Q will come back with the question today, but we're gonna come
He's
back and
like,
talk
we
with
got
you.
some more.
We're gonna come back and talk with Josie. We got plenty of things in the news and headlines to cover. But when we come back, let's talk with Josie Wells, shall we?
Absolutely.
It's T Marie Radio Show right here on Power 108.9.
Come back in with Josie's song.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Y'all can tune in to us every Wednesday
Appreciate you, bro.
from around about 7:45 to about 9:45 every week.
Right.
Today.
About
Around about, yeah.
Would y'all rather watch us or would y'all rather watch
Us?
Absolutely.
That's not even a question.
We
man.
provide a little more excitement than Cookie and Lucius.
Let 'em know
Mark Zuckerberg, Josie said we could play this record.
it. Okay.
Josie, can we play that record?
Play that record.
See, he said it. So if you try to mute us,
He owns
He's
the
right
rights.
here.
he
Right.
owns the rights to this music.
Don't come up here with that nonsense. Okay.
You get that email from Zuckerberg saying,
Yeah.
portion of your video has been muted.
Right. What in the cotton? Hey y'all, hey everybody.
Did you say cotton picking?
Y'all know I'm from the country. Come on, child. I'm not to say anything. I'm from Hickman. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, Sean Carter, how you doing? Hey,
Which one? Yeah, this one?
Marilyn.
I mean, I see we got
Everybody.
fresh
Hey,
bottles and stuff.
Teresa.
We
Hey,
need one next week.
Taisha.
I got you.
Hey,
If they
Lil
last.
Tank. Michael.
If they last.
Hey, Rod.
Oh, okay. I might have to take one to my father.
Thank you
Okay.
guys for
Hold
tuning
up.
in.
You had the big one.
We got the little one too.
That's that moonshine.
Keyshawn.
Mm.
That
Absolutely.
moonshine is
That
serious.
moonshine?
I ain't
Swig it ain't
had
gonna make you
this.
sweat.
Let me get a swig.
Yeah.
of that.
2 hours.
We got that.
Listen,
Let me get a
He
swig
was
of
out here
that.
stumbling last week.
man, but that was good. That was, yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
it'll
ready?
go down
They
nice.
go
Do
slow.
we sell it
yes.
online? Can
But
we
it
tell the
doesn't give you
people
a
online?
headache
No.
either.
Oh, don't tell
No,
the
It
people
does
online.
not give you a headache at all.
Yeah,
It's good.
hell.
It
Like the
really
show.
does.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
already.
kind that you get from Walmart.
We got the the hookup.
How you can't see me? I see everybody. Somebody said they can't see. Who can't see? I'm back. Hey.
I can't.
Oh, we back. You hear that little in the background? Hey. We getting blackmailed around this mug. It's
Right.
T Marie Radio Show. Thank you right here on Power 108.9. We're in the building every Wednesday from sometime to sometime.
Somewhere
We're
around
here.
7:45, somewhere around 9:45.
We're
Every week.
Yeah, you-
8 to 10.
Huh?
8 to 10. From
So
here
we're
on
8
out.
to 10.
Uh-huh.
Next week we'll be here 7:20.
We'll
all
see.
right? We'll see how they go. So let me let Q introduce this man of the hour. Like I
I
had
don't
the
know if he
pleasure of
can hear.
meeting him.
Is he still listening
He
to a
can
song? I don't have my
Song's
earphones.
Yeah.
So there you
on.
go. We're listening. His song's in the background.
So while he's listening to his song,
There you go.
I'm gonna introduce this amazing man that I had the opportunity to meet last.
See, this is what. See, that's why we don't bring everybody.
So singer, songwriter, entertainer, all around great person, very inspirational. This man, we talked quite a few mornings with a little bit of inspiration. He gives me Quinspiration.
All right, we got it right there.
So welcome to the building, Josie Well.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you guys for having me so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, you know, I had no choice.
Yeah, you know we don't play them games. Right?
You had a choice, but you decided to be here with us
I
today.
made the best choice.
Absolutely.
Let everybody know who you are. Introduce yourself to our viewers
Okay.
and listeners.
My name is Josie Wells. I'm an artist born and raised in New York, Bronx, New York, to be
Bronx.
exact. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to spread love throughout the world.
That's your mission.
That's
That's it.
my mission. Spread
How-
love. I
how
think
you
love is
doing
the
that?
answer. I think love is the answer to everything.
How long you been singing?
Let's sing for about 2 years now.
How did you start? 2 years is like recent. What? How did you even get to start singing?
Well, I've been writing for a long time. I started writing in prison.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll tell that story.
that's a good story.
Let's hear it.
Well, I went to prison after 6 years in federal prison.
What for?
With
Can we know?
guns and butter.
That's a turn on. Holla at him, man.
Yeah, well, pretty much drugs and guns and a bunch of other stuff that actually been around. But I went to prison, and my girlfriend, she did 2 years with me at the time,
That's love.
and yeah, it is.
I would have done it with you.
Well, you know, some people can't do it, and she couldn't do it after the 2 years. She just, but I don't blame her. More power to her. It's because of her that I'm here. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Did you went to jail from here, or did you hear about love?
No, well, I started writing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in a deep, dark place, and I learned that writing songs was my outlet.
Okay.
That's how I survived. I feel that's how I survived in prison.
So over the years, you've written quite a few different songs. So how much of you is in every song that you write?
I'm in every song that I write.
So we get to learn about. So for those of you who don't know, if you want to know more about him, listen to all of his music.
Yeah.
All of your music is a situation in your life.
Yeah, I would say that's a situation in my life that I.
What y'all pointing at me?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
She
you
ain't
went-
together.
Tony.
My phone.
Something died.
Phone died.
Damn, honey,
She
look,
doing Tony.
my view was mad at them up. They honey. I'm sorry, y'all. Go to Power 108.
Something went out.
Yeah, honey. Let's charge up in a minute. I'll put y'all back on. But go ahead.
But I would say, let me take that back. I'm in 90% of my songs. And when I say 90% is because some songs I just write for fun. It's the moment. So I guess it's me still. So I guess I want to say I'm in 100% of my songs.
Okay.
I write from experience and situations. So yeah, I'm 100%.
So when you decided to become an artist and knowing that your past was going to be a part of what it is you had going on, was there anything that you had to do to prepare yourself for sharing your truth with the world?
Well, yeah, basically I had to prepare myself because not everybody takes, I guess, somebody coming from prison seriously sometimes. Sometimes they think, oh, he's locked up, he's this type of person.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't understand that people can change.
Right.
People can change.
So a lot of people, and you say people can change when they go to jail. So what do they call you? Reform. What when you go? I don't remember. But some
recidivism, something like that. Recidivism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I don't
So-
know if that's a word.
also
Recidivism.
it
Okay.
may be a negative thing that got you in there. What positive things that you learned about yourself by being in there?
One thing I would say I learned is people. I'm a good now. I've grown to become a good judge of people. And now I believe that whatever you put out is what you get back. So being a positive person is basically putting out positive thoughts, positive actions, positive reactions. Because not everything you can react negative to, even though it's negative to you, you can still put out positive reactions.
Right.
And that's what I've learned over the years. Now I've come to love myself because with the time before I went to prison, that you gotta fit in. I was 19 years old. Yeah, you gotta fit in with the in crowd, and growing up environment is very, very, very important because your kids, you send them off to school and let them go play outside. You don't know what's going on, but it's all according to the environment. You put a bunch of people in the projects, and what do you expect to come out of that? So it's all about environment, and then it's all about mindset as well. People mindset. People got to be able to take themselves out of a situation and say, "Hold on, is this what I want for myself? Is this what I want for my life?" And a lot of us don't do that because we mostly move on autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever somebody says, because that's your environment, that's the mindset, you automatically go with it.
All right. So let's talk about you. You said a lot of the songs tell about you.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the titles,
Selfish. I was with this. It starts off with a girl. It's about a girl.
Mm-hmm.
A girl that broke my heart because I didn't know that she was out there being, for lack of a better word,
laying it low and spreading it wide.
Oh, look.
thotty.
Oh.
Yeah, she was thotty. So she used to get mad at me because I wanted her to spend time with me. All this time when she wasn't spending time with me, she was spending time with someone else.
Oh.
So that's where selfish come up from. She said she's like, "Yo, you selfish. You don't want me to hang out with my friend. You out there hanging out with my friend."
Oh. Well, there it is. What about let me slide?
Let me slide. Let me slide.
No, you don't get to be like
self-explanatory.
you don't get to be like, yo, let me slide.
Okay, we were talking about R. Kelly. I think I'm gonna take over R. Kelly's spot. Let me take over this whole.
I said somebody needs to re-record all R. Kelly songs.
I'm not doing that. I'm
right. Okay.
My own song.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the legacy that he's had. He's had a legacy.
So you need a couple good stepping songs.
Oh, trust me,
You need
it's
some-
on the way. It's on the way. It's on the way.
So pause you. Tell me about what pause you. Pause you.
Pause is the first song I ever wrote in my life. That was a song that when Shorty left me, pause you came because I wish I could pause.
Her?
Yeah.
You don't want her to leave?
Well, at the time, I wasn't thinking. I was being selfish.
Right.
It comes around. I was being selfish.
So this R. Kelly legacy that you want to leave?
No, I don't want to leave R. Kelly.
You wanna-
See this? Yeah. You just said power in words. Don't put that out
That's
there.
like my bad. I'm sorry. This Josie Wells legacy you want to leave.
Mhm.
What does that look like?
My ultimate goal is to become a philanthropist.
Okay.
I get joy in giving back to people. So I think that music is my stepping stone into where I have the opportunity and I have the platform where I can give back. Like I said when I started, I think love is the key to life.
Okay.
And giving back is something that I get satisfaction out of satisfying other people.
When we come back, let's talk about some of these ways that you're going to give back. And then we'll let Q, because Q had a question.
Because I had a question.
He's
I was
ready to
ready
double
to go
dutch.
ahead and
We're
throw
going
it in.
to hang on to it. You make me sick. It's Power 108.9. It's really nice. It's Steve Reed Radio Show on Power 108.9. You guys keep a lot. And I'm going to get my viewers back on. Sorry, y'all. We'll be right back.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Amen. Me, I'm so sorry, y'all. I thought I was plugged in or what.
Good stuff.
That's pause you right there, plan. You heard me?
Don't talk to me right now. I'm trying to do this.
You good, baby?
That's good stuff.
You good?
Baby, you want some moonshine? I mean, some water.
This is doing some moonshine.
No, you don't
That's
like
that gasoline.
You ain't still on them
Yes,
papers, eh? You ain't still on them papers, are you? Oh, okay, okay.
It was 19.
I know.
Yeah.
Is that banana?
What facility were you at?
I was with Green Federal. I was at a spot called Loretto.
Loretto.
Yeah, Loretto in Pennsylvania.
What you over there
I think I knew somebody that was there.
Ooh.
That's wrong.
Don't hit that thing, Joker. That's on the house, brother. Welcome to Power
Well, this
108.9.
is moonshine. Moonshine. It's that gas.
No, that's not the gas. The gas is over there.
Yeah.
That's smooth though.
Yeah,
Try
that's the
that.
smooth one.
It's a better
Yeah,
time.
we the P Diddy of moonshine.
Oh, it's cool. Right?
Okay.
It's like Ciroc.
Okay, so Rob.
This is not. This is a good
It's smoother. It's
Yeah.
so smooth.
What was the beer with the smooth Coke 45?
Yes, smooth operator.
Appreciate it.
Oh, my God, bro.
Is it,
It's a restaurant.
Exit sign to the left, and it's on your right.
Well, if I use it.
What was I about to say? I was about to say something else. Y'all gonna have a continental breakfast in the morning?
Oh,
Is that tomorrow or is that Friday? I think that's Friday.
Oh,
Oh, what about it?
The continental breakfast.
That you provide?
Yes, it's on Friday,
What time Friday?
6:45.
I'm trying to.
A.M.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to figure out what time. Well, I didn't even know.
Is it live?
Yeah, out here in the streets.
you gotta be out here that time tomorrow.
Come on, T. Marie.
I'll be out here
What
that
we
time
on?
tomorrow.
Oh, is
That-
it tomorrow we have breakfast?
Tomorrow, no.
My breakfast is on Friday. I think your interview is tomorrow.
Tomorrow
on the morning
Thursday.
show.
So what he's saying,
Are
you
you
get no
coming?
breakfast. I'm looking forward to that.
Me,
You coming?
I'll be at work.
So no.
I'm gonna be
That
up.
that was right.
Yeah,
That
you
was
be
it.
at work.
The secret.
I'll be
No, I'm not gonna be
So
here.
the answer is no.
We back on?
We back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
We not.
Well, I tell you, if I don't start looking for these cues, am I ready?
You should know this song by
Ooh,
now.
that swoop.
We're back at T. Marie Radio Show right here on Power 108.9. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning back in. I'm so sorry, y'all. But if you were on Power 108.9, then you still saw us. If you were on It's T. Marie Radio Show, you still saw us. If you was on Q page, you still saw us. So I
On
appreciate
Josie
that.
page, just
You
still
still saw us, right? Right. But we're back. It's T. Marie Radio Show. Still in the building, Josie Wells.
Hey.
Josie Wells gonna give us a little about his philanthropy. But Q had a question.
I did. So we were talking about love and sharing your knowledge. So for some people who don't know, you are a father,
I am a father.
a proud father,
Proud father.
raising 2 Black males.
All
Black
right.
man.
So tell us how your experience has impacted your fatherhood.
Okay, I just need a second.
Don't cry.
You ain't got no second.
Fatherhood is now that I'm coming to myself, is beautiful. I have the opportunity to teach 2 young men, like how to be like real men. We have a lot of misconceptions about life. When I grew up, it was a very negative household. My father, I love him to death, and he loves me, and I know him, and he did the best that he knows. And I say that to say that sometimes we don't ask for help because we think we know everything. And now, the household that I have now, I'm raising my boys like, listen, you can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Because when I grew up, I didn't get that from my parents. No sex means no sex because the Bible says so. And that was it. So me, I'm inquisitive. I had my kids when I was young, when I was 17 and 19 years old. So, I'm inquisitive. Now, you just can't tell me something I'm supposed to follow it. Now, we got to talk. Like, can we talk? But that wasn't what my household was, And like I said, I think generation curses. So it just passed down. His father used to beat him when it was in the yard. They from overseas, so that was the thing. And my father tried that with me. So I'm 16 years old. We fighting like grown men because listen, you're not gonna be hitting me. I didn't do nothing. And I'm just teaching my kids totally different. I focus on their schooling, and my oldest is actually in Pennsylvania right now. He plays ball for a prep school up there. I'm just excited that I had the opportunity to send him to a prep school.
Let's talk about how getting out of that mentality, because you and I were having a discussion earlier that started with R. Kelly about how certain things happen and how you try to change your mindset, because you were saying you just change it. But for some people, you can't just change it. So how were you able to be like, you know what, I'm not going to be like this. I'm not going to raise my kids like this. I'm not going to do this. What were some of the things or some of the tools or some of the actions that you took that were able to make you change your mindset from breaking the curse?
Okay. First, the only thing that I'll say is the want.
Mhm.
If you don't want to change, you're not going to change. So that's the first and foremost. So with R. Kelly, the only thing I can say is that he really didn't want to change. Because when you want something, there's nothing stopping you. It's about that will that we have. We as human beings have a willpower in us. When we want something to get done, we're gonna do everything in our power for it to get done.
But we also have there are also people who have mental illness and sicknesses and things that they cannot control mentally. You know, there is a such thing as mental illness, and a lot of times wants and control or discipline do not exist for some people. And I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just saying that it happens. So for me, it starts when you encounter those people. It starts with the people around you.
I agree. You have to have encouragement from around you, but then the question is, are you seeking that?
You don't, but if I'm not seeking it and Q is with me and he realizes something is going on with me, again, I'm sick, I'm mental, or something going on. I don't have the capacity to even know that I need to seek it. But here's my friend around me recognizing there's something going on. We have to understand too, there is an accountability of the people who are around you.
But there's also an accountability for yourself.
That's what I'm saying. So I say this. I say this.
You're right, in
I've
a
never
sound
been in
mind.
that situation.
Right, in a sound mind, you're right.
But this the thing. You don't know how that man thinks.
Nope,
No one knows how anybody else thinks.
you're right.
We can't say that mental issue is a problem that he had and he could not find help for it because this man has an amount of money. All he has to do is talk to somebody.
But we tend to think that money can cure.
No,
Because it's the thing. Because he had the money to do it, does he have the capacity? We seem to forget, and I'm not excusing him. I'm talking about a lot of people in situations. We seem to excuse or want to say or forget that there is mental illness, and just because it doesn't look like what mental illness is described as in a depression way, there are people who really get in situations where their minds do not operate in a normal capacity.
See, now if we're gonna go back to the whole R. Kelly thing, now it was
And I don't want to do it. I don't want to say R. Kelly is one of those.
There's a lot of people out
so
there.
Yeah.
mental
That's
illness and
great.
accountability.
Yeah.
Those the accountability of yourself
Right.
and those around you. Now, me and let's just use that situation for example.
Mhm,
Now, I know as many people that have been around for 30 years,
mhm.
somebody has said, "Sir, this is wrong." It's a lot of people that have only been concerned about keeping their money in their pocket, so they haven't said anything. But it's somebody around that said something. So at the end of the day, you're a grown man and you know what's right and what's wrong. Whether or not you do what's right or wrong, that's kind of
I could totally agree with that. Like, you have to
it's
take
right or wrong.
responsibility for your own self. Everybody's responsible for themselves.
Right.
A lot of people tend to blame other people, tend to blame situations, circumstances, but in all reality, just like you said, you think how you live.
Now,
But
what's the
again,
first step in overcoming?
but you're thinking,
Admitting,
but you
hello,
guys,
my name is R. Kelly. What do I like to do?
no, I'm not talking about him as an example.
I'm
but,
just saying,
but you all keep focusing on somebody who has a healthy mind.
he don't have a healthy mind.
Point blank period. And I'm not excusing it, but we're talking about people who don't have healthy minds. Do we understand that mental illness is in play where a lot of people cannot help and do
I
things
have
for
one
themselves? That's
question for that.
exactly why people.
How do you know?
What do you mean? How do you know?
How do you know?
There are studies. There are
How do you know?
because I have studied and I read and
No.
you're
You
not gonna-
can't. What I try to tell
What I
people,
don't-
what I try to tell people, take for instance, I was going to Africa, to a label was trying to sign me out there, bring me out there. I told somebody, yeah, I'm going to Africa. The question said, they said, why? Why are you going to Africa? What's in Africa? They're raping people, they're kidnapping people, they have slavery. And how do you know that? Oh, I seen it on TV. Oh, I read it. Oh, I found out. Somebody told me. Have you ever been to Africa? No. How do you know?
But you can't compare a trip to Africa to
No,
mental illness
my
to
point is,
mental illness studies.
I'm not comparing the two with each other. What I'm saying is that you don't have mental illness to speak on mental illness.
How you know? How you know?
You're absolutely right. That's what I'm asking you. How do you know? If you can tell me right now, well, I have a little
We can
case.
speak on it because we got a little touch of it.
Okay.
We all got a little bit. So we all.
There have been, if it haven't been for a lot of, there have been times where I have not been able to, move. I've been depressed, and I've been able to recognize
And I
those
had
things.
mental illness. I had mental illness as well.
Well, we probably all have, but what you're trying to say is that it doesn't exist because you can think yourself out of the box. But
I
there
never
are
said it
many
doesn't
people.
exist.
But there are many people who have had serious mental illness that if it wasn't for somebody else,
Uh-huh.
they would have never been able to get out of the situation that they were in.
Okay.
And so
I
I'm saying, what I'm saying is, it's not that it's not your accountability, but what we have to stop thinking that we exist in a world by ourselves, and that the next man or the person beside you has no accountability to you. If you're a friend and you're benefiting from me, or you're with me for my time, space, place, or whatever, we're enjoying time. If you see something that's going on with me and you don't say anything, then that's something you should be accountable for as well.
All right. Well, Josie, we're about to kind of change the subject a little bit. So,
Okay.
Josie, Blackmail,
Yes.
your current single, your current video.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Introduce it. We're about to go.
All right.
You really did change. There was a way you could slide that.
No, I thought about it. I said no.
I'm like,
No.
damn, you
No.
wouldn't was no
Something changed.
right, but nothing where you can slide that. I'm like, that dog.
You just chop that up.
Chopping
You could have came back with a commercial and told us it's gonna break or something. Yeah, okay, come on.
So, Josie.
Blackmail. I say blackmail started when I first got into this music thing. As far as singing, I lost almost $20,000 on an artist, promoting an artist, and this pretty much my savings. And I put it all out because I was expecting payload. And I was at a deep place in my life. My girlfriend actually told me to write about my life. Blackmail came, and sometimes you feel as though you're the only one doing what you're doing, and it's people, everybody's against you. That's what blackmail came from. But then on the flip side, I want to have this life where I'm moving about and everybody loves me. But then on this side, people want me to fail. People want me in jail. So that's what blackmail came up with. It's just a deep song about, and I'm not the only one that feels like that. And that's where I think I connect with a lot of people out there. Whereas though, I feel like too. I know there's been times when you're like, no, I want to check my bank account. I don't even know.
Today, yesterday.
You see, so it resonates with others out there, and that was my goal in writing the song.
All right,
All right.
have you heard it or what we're gonna do with it? We're gonna play it, give you a little blackmail. Again, hey Mark, we got permission to play this song. All right, it's Team Marie Radio Show, more with Josie Wells, Essential, and me. We'll be back. Power 108.9.
Thank you,
Got a body?
guys.
Y'all the parents, big words. Good Lord.
Now with that here.
Hey everybody. Thank you for tuning back in, y'all. My bad. My battery died. Hi, Alfonso.
Can they hear that? Can they hear that on the? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. They hear it just like this. You can sing.
Hey,
some if you
Jason
want
White.
to. You can sing some if you want
Hey,
to.
Jean, Miss
He said,
Jean. Hi, Tori, Larry, Sheila. Hey, TA. Thank you, Patty, for coming back in. Hi, Shannon. The Baron. I think I said that right. Tank, Larry. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Michael. Craig,
Hey.
Lori. Hey, everybody. Thank you, Michael, so much.
Leave a nice
You
meeting.
leaving?
Yep.
All right.
No, I used to be
Take
late.
care.
When y'all see me, I used to be in the bed.
Okay. And I feel like they want me to fail, want me to fail, want me to fail. And I feel like they want me in jail, want me in jail, want me. I'm a black man. It says blackmail. I'm a blackmail. It says blackmail. Wait for my paycheck. I'm not comfortable making it. I'm not comfortable faking it. Why these niggas keep faking it? They be found on some flagrant shh, and they smile in your face and shh. I know the deal. I recognize real, so I see the. I don't know, but I'm still trying to Come up with my, hey, y'all. Make sure y'all go follow Josie. Josie, tell them where they can follow you.
Follow me on Instagram, JOSEY_WELLZ. I just got a Twitter page too as well, Josie. And I'm also on Facebook as Josie Wells, JOSEYWELLZ.
Go follow him right now. Make sure you guys share
Make sure y'all
the
subscribe to my YouTube
share.
channel.
Oh yeah, subscribe to the
Subscribe to my subscriptions are very important because that's how people recognize you and notice you and want to work with you because of subscription. So subscriptions are very important. So I encourage you guys, go. I'm not going to put out no BS. So whatever I put out is quality songs, quality music, quality videos. So this video is on YouTube right now. Blackmail, MAIL. Blackmail. It's not one word, it's two words.
And watch out for my single.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
They be hating
But
on me.
that thing gonna slap you in the face.
It's all right. It's gonna be the
Yeah,
J.
it's gonna be dope too.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Josie.
Yeah,
Josie.
it's gonna be dope
See how
too.
Josie speaks.
Anything I'm on is dope.
Josie, don't get on that.
Anything I'm on is dope. Don't do that. I promise you. Let me put the record together. I promise you.
Uh-oh, it's gonna
He can write you a song.
It's
Give him a
Alright,
situation.
okay.
He can write you a song, but
Wait.
he doesn't say
Y'all have a whole new jingle for this radio.
That's what we need. We've been looking for a jingle. I got one.
Hey, stop.
I'm gonna sing because I'm gonna record. Put some record. Put that record button right now, Mike.
It's recording.
I'm sing it right. You come up with my question. Yes.
That was Blackmail by Josie Wells.
All right, y'all. You heard it. That was Blackmail. Josie Wells. Make sure you go follow this guy. Make sure you follow him on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and his YouTube. Tell us about
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscription is very important. JOSEYWELLZ. Make sure y'all see me, because y'all gotta recognize me because I think there's another one out there, but that's not me.
That's not him.
Look. Yeah,
It's
that's
not
me.
him.
So
So
but you're gonna see me. I got more songs on there anyway, so
you gonna stay here with us, right? While we top over to show us.
So while we're talking about how people can see you, where people can see you, where can people see you on February 17th?
on February 17th, I'm performing at Final at Center Stage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be really dope. Tickets is only $12.99. You could
What a number.
$12.99.
They came up with that.
They came with that. They came with it. But you know what I'm saying? This is a good night. It's a Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? Before your week starts, come out and get blessed. I'm out here.
What's the time?
6:30 on Sunday night, February 17th at Final. You can go on to, if anything, follow me and I'll have more information. I'm going to start sending out more information as the week goes on. Just hit me up. Josie Wells, JOSEY_WELLZ. That's Instagram, and Josie Wells is on Facebook.
And where can people catch you tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, I'll be right back here on Michael and Friends.
Yeah. All over the place, son.
Yeah, and tomorrow night I also have another radio interview, but I won't be there yet.
Follow them on social media.
Right.
This ain't a power
Right.
108.9.
We ain't got nothing nowhere else you gonna be, my son.
But I'm here.
Stay focused.
I'm
Right?
here. I'm here.
You got a whole platform, a whole concert already. Hey, no, let's do it again. Let's finish.
You want to do a little more here?
Yeah, let's talk about some.
So what you want to talk about?
You the one who told me you had other stuff to talk about?
Well, the government shutdown is.
We done with that.
Yeah, we are. So for everybody who is interested in that Netflix and chill,
Ooh, yes.
yes, Netflix is raising their Netflix is raising their prices. So since Netflix has been spending billions on new content, at least $8 billion in the last year, you know what? If they didn't spend money on their content, they could have gave Trump $5 billion for this mall.
Too bad, so
Thank
sad.
God they did. Though. So, based on the company's own expectations, the streaming service announced that it planned to take on $2 billion worth of debt. And since a lot of people are getting out of the whole cable thing
Right.
and getting more into the streaming services, I mean, it makes sense. So, over the next couple of months, current subscribers are going to notice the increase, and new subscribers are going to come in at that new price. So, for those of you
Not
that pay,
$7.99 no more.
You know what?
That's done over with.
oh no, that was Hulu. That was $5.99.
But they talked about too, another reason why the prices
Yeah,
went up
that was fine.
was because y'all were doing too much Netflix and sharing. which means y'all was
Oh,
sharing
on
their
that. But they did
passwords.
that 2 years ago.
Yeah, but they were over that. Like they're like, the more you continue to share, the prices are going to go up.
Right.
So they're over that.
But I don't think, I mean, I think it's a good thing, but everybody's getting into it now. You got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got Facebook TV now, you got YouTube. They're doing a TV, and if I'm not mistaken, is it PlayStation?
Yeah,
It's like PlayStation View,
yeah,
now,
they have
something
one.
like that.
Absolutely.
They have
Yeah.
a streaming service that can take the place of cable.
It all started with, it didn't all start with Sling, but Sling
Oh,
kind
yeah, I
of
forgot about them. You
but-
was a slinger for what, 7 days?
I was a slinger for quite some time.
Oh,
but-
no, not the 7-day travel.
No, I've done several 7-day travels
Oh.
with different emails, but but I became a slinger for a while. I did it for like maybe 5 months. Yeah, about 5 months. And they pretty much started the trend with the streaming TV shows where you actually get the cable channels through their streaming services. And next thing you know, Hulu was next. I think they came out with a streaming
Like
service.
Hulu Live.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
thing,
they
yeah.
did, and then everybody else has just followed suit. So.
And the game changer though is when they started creating their own content.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. And that was Netflix. They were the
Now,
starters of
you
all
know
that.
what? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Netflix is like based in England or something because a lot of their documentaries. I'm a person that loves history. I
Yeah.
love things about different people. But one thing I will say, Netflix has some of the most amazing documentaries I've ever seen. So for 2019, challenge yourself, expand your mind, open up your world. If you have a Netflix account, Nina Simone, if you're into like music and stuff like that, they have a Nina Simone documentary, they have a Quincy Jones documentary, they have a Nat King Cole documentary. Those 3 documentaries took me out of 2018 and they were absolutely amazing. They got other things, like Houses and World's most disastrous events and Hitler and all kinds of stuff like that. But if you like anything, I'm pretty sure Netflix has something for everybody.
Okay.
Netflix, keep my price the same.
Nah.
It's American, by the way.
I'm sorry.
It's
American.
American, by the way.
Oh, they have a lot of British content.
Yeah. Well, I've got the question of the day, and I don't know if we want to take a small break and just go ahead and talk about what we're going to do with it. So it came from a friend who has decided to continue to see somebody that they know cheated on them.
What friend is this?
Damn, I said a friend. Nobody said nothing about who the friend was.
Do I know your friend?
No, don't worry about it. So, what the question that we were talking about was, can you really trust someone that has cheated? Can you go back and do cheaters stop cheating? Second part, why do people cheat?
I used to cheat.
Better raise your hand.
No,
Raise your hand.
I'm being serious.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why I cheated. I cheated because I believe that nobody can be faithful.
So you cheat because of what you believe.
That's we live according to what we believe. If we think I'm about to break it down for you.
Uh-oh. Look at my penis.
If you didn't believe you get paid, would you go to work?
Nope, no.
If you didn't believe that you'd be safe for and return to your home at nighttime, would you leave your house?
Nope.
You live based on what you believe. Most people, the people who cheat, believe that nobody can be faithful. Once you start believing that you can be faithful, well, I can be faithful.
See,
I can be faithful.
Now the thing
Yeah, I
is,
think
though,
it's not
did-
people, but yourself.
Well, no, it starts off because most people are followers. A lot of us are
True.
followers. We follow
That I
friends. We
believe.
follow. So it
Yes.
starts off with people. So if you tell yourself, well, people can be faithful. Once you start to believe that, it turns into, what, I can be faithful too. Matter of fact, I am faithful, and that's just how it goes.
So was it something in your surroundings that caused you to feel that way?
Well, like I said, it's about what you believe. My girlfriend that I'm with now, I believe that I can be faithful. So therefore, I am.
I know your girlfriend. If you don't, she's kidding.
So, okay, so the question is after that, and we'll expand on that. Could you be with somebody cheating on you? Could you continue a relationship with this person?
Well, that's trust. That's where trust comes in.
Is what it is.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can. I think you
You,
can.
okay, now you can. You can.
Yeah.
Could you continue to be with someone that cheated on
Yeah. Like I said, anything you tell yourself is what it is.
you?
Now me, now as far as I know, or as far as I knew during that situation, I was not cheated on.
Okay.
However, I did a little cheating,
Ooh.
a little bit of a lot of it of cheating.
Cheat.
Over the
A little bit, a lot of
a little bit, a lot of it of
Oh my
cheating.
God.
And the truth is, the reason that I felt the need to go out and do what I did is because I was not getting what I needed from who I was with.
Did
Now
you-
the thing
did you
was,
talk to them?
I talked to them on multiple occasions. Look, this is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I wanted. This is how I want it.
Oh.
7 months later, I still didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if I told you, then, I mean, you can't be mad that I went out and did what I did.
Well,
So the
they
thing,
can't be mad. You know, you could have just left them.
but it could, I could have.
So what was the point of? Like, my question is,
Uh-uh.
Because
how
just
did
because that one
Uh-uh.
thing wasn't in line, we had some other things that we connected on.
That you should have connected enough with not to cheat.
Hell no.
Well, then what's the point of my exact? Why would you stay in a situation you know you have to cheat on that person? Like for me, if I have to cheat, I gotta go because it just doesn't make any sense for me. Because now I'm wasting my time.
This is what I would say, depending on the situation at hand. What was that person doing for you?
Well, what were you doing for that person? We always want to look at that. What were they doing
That's
for
what
me?
that's what
Because-
selfishness comes in.
No. What were you doing for that person too? Because a lot of times things break off because of lack on both ends. So when you start talking to somebody about why they're doing something to you and why they're acting that way, it's normally a reciprocation.
So what are you
And-
doing to that person
so what's
to make
going-
them not
so-
want to do it?
Right, so we have to be sitting down like, well, I felt this way, I felt that way, and that's why I'm this way or that way or whatever's going on. When it comes to that, there's normally a lack on both ends. It's just that one person goes out and does something different or takes it, action somewhere else. Because instead of addressing the situation and help and then doing their part to fix it, it's just easy to go that way and do something where they don't have to be accountable. But
So-
I hear the music, which means we take a break and come back. No, are we still talking?
So the question for you, because I guess I'm not all the way done with mine,
Mhm.
but for
Still
you,
cheating?
it,
Oh, we on a break. Pause. You got questions.
Right.
so no, I'm actually super very single, happy to be super very single until that right person comes along. I will not be with anybody. I will not settle for anything that is less than
Yes.
what I deserve, and I'm not going to give them less than what they
Can I just say something real quick?
No.
You get what you want. A lot of people don't understand that. You get exactly what you want.
I clearly didn't get exactly what
Well,
I
hold on.
need. That's
This
why I
was-
said go out.
You also get what you don't want. It depends on where you put your energy. If you keep on thinking about something that you don't
I'm
want,
not trying to put my energy nowhere. That wasn't the issue.
Mhm.
That wasn't the thing I was trying to.
Ain't nobody talking about what you was trying to put somewhere.
Yeah.
We're talking about energy right
But
now. We ain't talking about where
take
you trying to
for
put your energy.
Take for instance, I wanted exactly who I got. And I had to realize one day, like, hold on, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a woman that would put me in my place if I did something wrong or said something wrong. I wanted all that. And then I used to get mad when she did it. So I had to sit back and say, hold on, this is what I wanted. What's wrong with so then you have to, in order for someone else to change, you gotta change.
Stay right there. We're gonna take a break because we're not finished with this one. It's T. Marie Radio Show. Cheaters. Cuckoo. You. All right.
You next.
I'm next.
Would you stay with somebody that
Oh,
cheated?
No boyfriends.
All right, no more workers. Y'all know why.
So check this out.
Yeah.
I wonder if y'all knew this. So in 2000, Netflix had 300,000 subscribers. They relied on the postal service to deliver the DVDs, right? They were losing money and offered to be acquired by Blockbuster for $50 million.
Blockbuster
They
didn't
proposed that Netflix would rename
Uh-huh.
themselves to Blockbuster.com and will handle the online business while Blockbuster
Yeah.
should
I
take
know
care of the DVDs,
Yeah.
making them less dependent on postal service. and the offer was declined.
Decline, yeah. We
And
knew- I
2
was
years
like,
later,
yeah, I know about
Blockbuster Who?
Shut it right. we already know
Blockbuster
about-
Who,
yep.
yeah.
They had the whole little Netflix and chill.
So that's the question that's being posed out there.
What's the
Is
question?
being faithful the hardest
No,
thing?
if
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Can you read it? If being
if
faithful-
being faithful is the hardest thing to do in relationships, why try so hard to be faithful?
I don't think you have to try to be faithful. You do it.
But it's the hardest thing to do.
Who says who?
It is. That's why. But that's why.
It's a
It's really
No, it's
not the
not.
hard. It's
Yes,
not
it
the
is.
hardest
It's not.
thing.
It's
I don't
a-
believe
Why
that
do
either. I don't believe you.
why do relationships break up?
Normally it's
I
because
think
when you're cheating. No, it's because of something that you're
But you
lacking.
cheat. But
No, when you cheat, it's because it has nothing a lot of times to do with the other person. It has a lot to do with you, something that you need, something that you're missing, that you have to go and get fulfilled. If you're fulfilled and you have what you need, with you first,
But some people, oh yeah,
with
if you're
you
fulfilled within
first.
yourself, then you don't need to.
Yeah,
when you
That's
hear
what
your
I said. That's
but when
what I
you
said.
hear
I'm
your
not saying you have
friends
to
say
love
they
yourself.
broke up, oh, he cheated. Everything has to do around being faithful.
Because
Everything.
No,
listen,
no,
I'll
no,
tell you,
no.
I'll tell you this. Society, we watch TV all the time. We hear things. We have a lot of relationships going sour. What does that put in a person's head?
Exactly. And so if we heard all the relationships that were doing well,
Like I said, we don't hear
then-
about the
then we
great
would start-
relationships. We don't
we
hear
would
about that.
start.
Well, let
right.
me rephrase that. This special I was looking at, it was on Netflix. And it said humans are the only mammals that try to be with just one person for their entire life.
But
It's
we're
because-
not a dog.
But it's because of what was taught that being with one person was supposed to be the right thing. I don't think people.
talk that.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, you look at other religions.
You know, some people's
Mormons, they date more than one person,
Family.
or they're married to more than one person. But it's just a culture that you brought up in.
You're absolutely
It's the
right.
culture that
So-
you're brought up in.
Why did you wait for your wife to leave you to talk about this?
Oh, I talk about. We talk about. We talk about it all the time. But old boy said it perfect. Being in a relationship is about discipline.
It's exactly
Oh,
But
that's
that's
it's
what
about-
it's
if
about
you really
discipline.
think about life is about discipline.
everything.
Life is about
Anything you want to keep is about
Success,
If you want to stay
success
small,
is discipline.
if
If
you
you're
want to
not
stay
disciplined,
small,
you won't be.
everything, anything
Exactly.
you want to keep takes discipline. So if you want to
Exactly.
keep that man or woman, you're gonna discipline yourself to do what it takes to keep that man or woman.
But this,
If I want to keep this 82 pack, I'm gonna keep eating wings and drinking wine. So I
This is
keep
the
this
thing,
82
though.
pack. I'm determined. to
people
walk
look
with
at
you.
discipline as a torture themselves. Like,
Yeah.
discipline, all discipline does is get you out of your life. That's all it
Hey,
does.
we need that.
That's all it
That's what we
does.
said.
Nothing
I'm
wrong with
determined to walk with you.
Nothing wrong with discipline.
Hey, so how you doing?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with discipline. In fact, this is we all need
She's
discipline.
right there. She worked with Jacob. She's an author. She was working.
All these athletes and it takes discipline. If you want to do something, it's discipline.
Everything.
So discipline gets easier as you do it.
So,
Yeah, it really
right.
does.
So hold that.
The
So we
more
gonna
you-
come back.
the more you
You want me to
practice,
ask you when we
Exactly.
come back?
the more you can.
We've been married.
But
We've
the
been
more
together
you
for
practice,
25 years.
Exactly. Repetition is power.
it is. The more you practice it, and
So
the more you
hold
put it
that,
in your
'cause we
mind.
about- I mean, thank y'all to those of you who are tuned in, but when we officially come back, save all of that, because I'm gonna ask this question.
I ain't had no
And then-
new coochie in 25 years. I'm good. I'm disciplined.
Hey, if she got good, then you don't need to.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I'm
But
saying.
then you learn that it's more than
That is
Yeah.
more
Just
than
that.
just that. And that's what it
Discipline.
boils down to. It's more than just that.
no boyfriends.
No more boyfriends. Baby, we're not
Walk.
doing boyfriends, baby. We only doing intentional relationships. All right. On a, oh, you hot? Well, I don't even know how to
On
turn
the top.
Y'all sweat?
Ain't nobody.
Oh,
I ain't
y'all
got
should
no
only
rules.
two to have some.
There you go.
Who did? I didn't have no.
That Josie and Mike.
Oh, that's the dirtiest shit I'm playing.
Little piece of moonshine.
Discipline. Discipline. Discipline.
That's discipline.
Did y'all go to sleep?
We're back. It's King Re Radio Show right here on Power 108.9. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're sharing. Hope you're sharing. This is a good topic. We got some good stuff we're talking about tonight. Yeah, we're talking about cheaters and cheating and why we
Being
cheat.
faithful,
And then we got a question
choices.
that Q was over. One of the viewers was sent us a question. So Q, what did they say?
So the question goes as follows: if being faithful is the hardest thing to do in relationships, why try so hard to be faithful?
What?
What?
If being faithful is the hardest thing to do in a relationship, why try so hard to be faithful? Matter of fact, why be in a relationship? Just go do everybody. Relationships are different. See, this is the thing. We want to change the responsibility of things. A relationship requires what it requires, a commitment of some sort to do things. So if you do not want to be in a relationship or you don't want to be faithful, don't be in a relationship. You understand that that's what it requires. You know, faithfulness, commitment, and that's what it is. If you don't want to be faithful, get your ass down.
So being faithful, that only has to do with sex, or does that have to do with giving another person that's not that person you're in a relationship with your emotions as well?
Now that's going to be the judge for a lot of people, but for me, I think anything, any intimacy you share with someone else.
Because now, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I kind of
You
did.
did.
So the thing is, the thing is, in some relationships, people feel like, okay, you go out and do what you do, but as long as you don't give that other person the piece of you that I got, which is the heart, then they're okay with the situation.
So you can get the D, but you
Yeah,
can't get
or
the heart.
the V.
No, that's part. But see, again, that is again, we have got to stop taking the value of our sexual nature away and making it just casual.
See, but
That
some
sexual
people are
connection means
okay
something.
with that type of
Well,
thing.
and in
So
that
if
instance-
we're in a relationship and we agree that we're open, so that's
Okay.
fine, and that's not considered
and that's
being
what that was.
not unfaithful.
You said that exactly. You said
Agreement.
this.
So that
You
comes with
agreed.
communication.
You agreed that was okay. But if you already know that I don't want you cheating, and you go out there and you expect me to be okay with it, we got a problem.
Right.
Because we didn't agree to that. The agreement for me and you was, nah, son, you keeping that right here in the house. You need something else. You need to go on and deal with that. But so it's not up for you
Or
to
we agreed to bring it in together.
if we agree, but I don't agree to that. So don't try to change me in the way I feel, in the way I treasure, in the way I value my body and my sexuality because you want
But what
something
if I
different.
come to you and tell you that I like this, and this, and those are not things that you like?
So take your ass and go get it. Unless okay, let me go back. Let me walk.
Ain't no I.
Let
in
me
a
walk with that.
relationship.
If we're in a relationship and we've had this
But,
discussion, don't spell it.
No, I just wanted to make sure ain't no I.
There is an I in it.
I know how to spell.
Right. But if we have been together and there's some things that you have decided that you want to bring into this relationship that we hadn't discussed prior,
Right.
then that's a full discussion, and then we still have to agree because see, this wasn't something you are amending the agreement now. Because had you said some things before, I would have had the opportunity to agree or disagree to that thing.
Right.
But now you want to amend it. You don't get to just amend it because you made a decision to. That's something we should have talked about prior to. Now,
But what if
had I
that
known
wasn't the
this-
time though? What if he's
What
changed?
you mean?
I'm sorry.
What you mean one time? What you mean? You had that in you? You didn't just wake up and be like, you know what, I want a second piece of pop. You didn't wake up and just think that. You've been wanting to do that. That's something you desire.
But
So-
people change over time though. His interests could
People
become
want
different.
to, yeah.
Maybe it's boring now and I want to do something new. Isn't it your
Maybe
responsibility?
you only like it from the side, and I want to
Oh.
do it upside down.
Well, yeah.
Come on, Josie. Come on, Josie.
Of course, it's a discussion. Of course, it's a discussion. Absolutely, we want to try something different. And again, that depends on the type of person. You know, you can't get with a person that's casual and all they like is, you know, up and
All
down,
you wanna
missionary
do is
and all that. You know, and
I dare you only
you
wanna
expect
do
them
it in the bedroom.
you want to expect them to just
Lazy
change.
bastard.
But again, being in a relationship, and I also say marriage, but being in a relationship, when you have a partner, you do have to accommodate some of those wishes that they have.
But
Now,
oh no,
ahead.
I just want to say if his interests change, why is he wrong? Why do you say, oh my gosh, I don't want you no more. You're nasty, blah blah blah. But he's just throwing out suggestions.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
That what you
She
just
said
said.
she said they have to have a conversation.
It's a conversation. It's a
Communication.
how
conversation.
far is too far?
Well, for me, you know, I don't have to limit. But everybody is not me.
From the side.
But I tell you, my limit is no partners in my bed. I'm not.
Okay,
Yeah,
you ain't sharing.
I'm not a sharer. I've never been a sharer. I can't share you because, especially somebody that I love and that I have an emotional tie to. No, we can't do
So
that.
this may be going a little too far. So I said how much is too much or whatever. So
You can't just
when
name
it
it like
comes to something, what is something that would be a deal breaker if they ask you?
I really don't.
How's it a
I
deal
can't-
breaker if they ask?
Well,
For
if
you.
for me,
Like
this
that's
is
not
like,
something I do, and now it'll
that
kind
you're
of
asking me to
now
do
I'm
it, it's
kind
a
of look at you
problem.
different because
Right.
you asked me.
I don't
something
know if
like
I
that.
have those for my partner, for my man, my significant. I don't think for my husband or that I have to
Boyfriend.
give. For my boyfriend, there's some things I have on reserve.
No,
If I'm just dating somebody, there's certain things that I have on reserve, and I've spoken to my partner who I've said, hey, you can only get this if we're married.
Mm.
And there's
So you hold back.
there's a couple things that I won't give to just anybody because it's just not for everybody.
Mm.
And I'm sorry. So he can be the one to say, this my wife, this is what my nobody's done this to my wife but me. This is and I gotta save him something. I
Your
want
wife been married about 6 or 7 times.
she don't gargle for a couple people.
I don't think being faithful is hard at all. Like I go back to beliefs. If you believe you can be faithful, then you can be faithful. The
Yeah.
question right here, what
believe I can
I'm
fly.
reading, it says, "Why try? Why try? Why are you trying?" Just Nike been telling us for years.
Just do it.
Just do it.
It's a belief that people think something. If you think something is hard, then it's
It
gonna be
is.
hard.
It's definitely, we talked about it. You said it's discipline. It's all about making a decision to do something. Because let's understand, if you have two people in a relationship and your person needs you to do something, why not try to do that thing?
Uh-huh.
Why is it impossible for you to do that thing that's going to make your person happy? Why come back with, well, you don't do this, let's have a discussion. But if you know that that's the thing that your partner needs, you have two decisions, leave or stay. You either stay and try to do that thing for her, or you leave and go do what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, you're either going to waste their time, you're going to waste your time, and you're gonna hurt someone all because of your own selfish needs. And the problem in relationships now is we only think about ourselves. And relationships have nothing to do with just you. Matter of fact, it has more to do with the other person. And if each person thought about the other person the same way, nobody would go lacking. So you got to understand, relationships are not about you. They are about the other person. So every time you get into a relationship, you need to be thinking, how can I please you? How can I please him? And the person needs to be thinking the same thing. And if both of you do that, everybody will get what they want. So quit going into relationships thinking so selfishly. It's two people. You are no longer in that thing by yourself. So darn nasty.
I don't know what type of
That's
relationship
that's
you
no
in.
relationship. That's just relationship.
You want to be in a throuple.
We come back. We're about to wrap this thing up. We're gonna come back with some inspiration. We're gonna come back and let Josie tell us what he's about to do. And
You want to spill some tea?
if
You
got
wanna
the
now
time.
eat
Just depend on- Oh, we ain't ate nothing in a long time.
I
We're
know.
gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna see what we're gonna do. It's T Marie Radio Show right here on Power 108.
What you got? What you got?
You
So
wanna
for
eat
tomorrow, Mike?
We got I think we got three guests.
Some crayons over there.
Let me see some crayons.
No,
Over there,
that's what
some
it's called.
Crayola.
That's what the glass.
Oh. The sign wall.
All right, I get the sign.
Thank you, guys. Yes, it's about character. Yes, it
On your
is.
show.
Hey, everybody.
Mary-
Love you all.
Mary Morrison, Josie Wells,
Can y'all
and
share?
Maurice Moore.
Share.
I think Maurice is an artist too.
Woo! Thank you.
I see you, T. Marie.
Yeah, you selfish when you think about yourself. You can't do that in relationships. If I
feel-
tell you there's something I need,
Everything you just said, I felt like talked to my last situation.
I talk to a lot of people. Because people don't be facing their stuff, and they gonna know why their relationships go bad. And it's because every time they talk about something, they talk about themselves.
How
I
it
don't do
makes
this.
them
I don't get
feel.
this. I feel this way. I
You
feel
know
that
what-
way.
it's
And they
crazy.
never go and wonder what their partner is feeling.
I had an argument with my girl, and I was mad. I was so mad. As a matter of fact, the time I went to Florida, my mom told you it was like, it's over. It's over between us, right? She broke up with me. She broke up with me, right? I heard something on the radio. I listened to a lot of podcasts, and they said that no one no one has the power to get you back. That's your fault. That's your problem. That's not nobody else's problem. After I heard that, me and her haven't had an issue because I can't allow nobody to make me feel how I don't want to feel.
That's right.
And once I realized that, I just shrug everything off. I'm done. I asked myself, how do I want to feel about this situation?
Right.
Like the other day, my son came home from school.
Go ahead.
My son came home from school the other day, and he did something he wasn't supposed to do. So I thought, okay, am I allowing him to get me mad? Or do I want to be mad right now for me to get the cross for him? I want to be mad right now. I screamed at him, blah 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 blah, and I said, okay, I'm happy again.
You just say
Yeah, just like that.
And really, you can. Like, it's really, if we have to start understanding, if we stop letting our emotions control us, we will get so much further in every situation in life. Well, y'all always calling me a dude. We're back. Sorry. We're back. The TV radio show right here on 8.9. We're still talking about control and power relationships and how we can get that power back and how we have better relationships. We were talking about self-control, and we were just talking about it with that. No one can make you mad. No one can change how you feel but you. No matter what the other person does, you determine how you feel at that point in time. Even if somebody makes you mad, it's how you react to being mad is going to determine how your day finishes or how you finish that day. What's up, sorry? How you finish that day.
A lot of times when now what I practice now is I ask myself 3 questions. How do I feel about the situation? How do I want to react to the situation? And the way I react to the situation, will I offend this person if I'm trying to get a point across?
Right.
So that's the questions that I ask myself now before I even respond. So I'm gonna let you go off because the person can't really argue by themselves.
Right.
After a while, they're gonna run out of fuel and then it's gonna be over. But what you ever say, whatever you put out is what you get back. So if they give me negative and I scream at them, all I'm gonna get is scream back.
Right.
And it just go back and forth and there's no peace in that.
At the end of the day, you gotta think about you gotta think about this stuff backwards. You gotta think about what the end result is. What do you want at the end of all this?
Mm-hmm.
If you still want your relationship to be solid and whole, then that means you need to approach this in a way that's not going to be damaging to you, the relationship, or the person. So you have to start to remember at the end of this fight or this, the way I feel, I still love this person. I still want to be with this person at the end of all of this. That will determine how you address the whole situation.
Yeah.
We gotta stop wanting to be right all the time and just wanting to keep the love there and love that person beyond the emotion and love them from who they are before we got mad.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start to do that, then you'll make better choices about how you approach the conversation that you're about to have. Do you still want that person at the end of all of it?
And a bigger picture, your life turns out much better. We live based on our reactions and our beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever energy you put out there is what you get back. A lot of people don't understand how that works. You know what I'm saying? If you put negativity out there and then next week something happens to you, you don't remember that negative thing that you put out last week.
Okay.
You know? So
we love this conversation. We keep this going and going. You make sure you can still comment on Power 108.9 page, on ST Marie Radio Show page. We'd love to see you in our comments and continue the discussion. But right now, we got to get to a little inspiration. Are we gonna sing? Keyshawn, you do me the honors and sing the song.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the words.
We gotta get him some music.
It's sensational, inspirational, inspirational moments.
sensational,
Inspirational moments.
All right, so this evening's inspiration is brought to you courtesy of Harriet Tubman.
Oh God!
So it goes as follows. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and to change the world. That's deep. Boom.
I didn't know Harriet was talking like that. I didn't know how to take the people to the college.
She had to convince them some way, somehow, right? Like, you're not going to follow somebody who don't know what they're talking about.
Well, I followed because them boots and that dress was off the chain. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. But y'all, let's give it one more time to Josie Well. Again, Josie, let's do your social media real quick.
You guys can follow me on Instagram. I'm really heavy on Instagram. JOSCY_WELLZ. I'm also on Facebook, Josie Wells, JOSCY_WELLZ. I'm also on Twitter. I just started a Twitter page, so I don't really got any followers. But it's at Wells, WELLZ, Josie. And the reason why I keep saying my name over and over again is because there's power in repetition.
All
So I'm gonna
right.
say it one more time, JOSCYWELLZ. That way, when you go to sleep tonight, you remember.
Because you said it again, cut your mic off.
JOSCYWELLZ.
Cue from the fire.
You guys can follow me at Quintessential One. That's QUENTESENTIAL1. Quintessential Branding, The Quintessential Gentleman, and Quinspiration.
And you can follow me at T Marie _4 That's pretty much on everything. Katrina T Marie for you on Facebook. And if you Google me, I will pop up.
You
Thank
can
you
also
guys.
follow No More Boyfriend.
I know, I keep
you can
forgetting
also
that.
follow
The
It's T Marie Radio Show.
Lord.
That's on Instagram and
The book is on its
Facebook.
way, you guys. We're gonna leave out with some Josie Wells, Blackmail. Give it up for Power 819 and Michael
Make sure
McShane. Yeah.
subscribe. Blackmail's on YouTube right now. It's streaming live on YouTube right now.
So go
Right
right
now.
now.
Check it in.
Right now. T Marie Radio Show. We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, y'all. Y'all be hanging in there with your girl.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
y'all for tuning in today.
I sure didn't mean to cut y'all off.
What up,
man.
what up?
That was terrible.
Have a happy week.
That was terrible.